If you're a first-gen daughter who was never taught how to manage money, listen up. You've been set up to fail on purpose. Because if they wanted to teach this in school, they would. And the fix takes 10 minutes, and I'll show you exactly how. Here's what nobody tells you. The old school money rules we grew up with, spend less, coupon, shop sales. The advice keeps women broke and exhausted. We were taught survival, not wealth. Meanwhile, rich people don't budget at all. They automate. And when I figured that out, making $40,000 a year, everything changed for me. Let me tell you how I figured this out. I was making less than $40,000 in the nonprofit sector, and I didn't have a spending problem. Thousands of it sitting in a checking account, losing value every single year. I was afraid of not having enough that I saved to the point where I wasn't actually living. And I was already sending money back to my parents every paycheck since my first job. That's what first-gen daughters do. We carry everyone. But I was tired of being scared, tired of watching my money just sit there doing nothing, while I told myself no to everything. So I built a 2-step method, one that let me invest, save, and actually enjoy my life without guilt. And here's how I know it works. This year, my partner and I both got laid off, same month. We're not panicking. We're not scrambling. We're taking time to just be. Maybe take a mini vacation. That's not luck. That's what happens when your money works for you. Now, here's where it gets wild. Working in wealth management, exposed to people with millions, you know how we managed their money? We automated everything. They'd send us their paycheck, we'd invest the majority, then we'd send them a monthly allowance to spend. I was sitting there like, I've been doing this for myself for years, for free. Old school money rules want you to think this is complicated, that you need an expert, that automation is only for rich people. But I figured it out on $40,000. And honestly, my version worked better because I had to make every dollar count. Here's step 1. Make your money invisible. The second your paycheck hits, most of that should disappear. Not to spending, to your future. Savings, Roth IRA, investments, bills, set it up once, never think about it again. In wealth management, this was just a step in the process, nothing fancy. For me, it was a thing that finally let me breathe, like truly take a deep breath. When you do this, you stop stressing about money. It's building in the background while you live your life. 6 months from now, you could have an emergency fund growing without even thinking about it. By the end of the year, you could have your first 10K saved. That's not discipline. That's design. Step 2. Live on what's visible. After everything's automated, what's left in your account is yours to spend. Dinners out, coffee, nails, whatever makes you happy. And here's the thing, you spend it guilt-free because your priorities are already handled. In wealth management, we'd send clients their monthly allowance, a set amount they could spend without touching their investments. Same thing for me. I just call it my spending queen account. And when it hits 0, we're done for the month. We are cut off. No apps, no tracking categories, just a hard boundary. This is what freedom actually feels like. Not restriction, not guilt. Just knowing your future is handled so your present can be enjoyed. Here's what's wild to me. I built this method because I was scared. Scarcity was running my life. Rich people pay for the same method to protect their wealth. Different reasons, same results. The difference? They paid for it. We had to figure it out ourselves. So I'm handing you the playbook. If you're still watching, you're already thinking like someone who's about to build real wealth. 6 months from now, you could look at your accounts and feel calm, not stressed, not behind, but in control. An emergency fund growing, a Roth IRA compounding, and money left over to actually live. That's not luck. That's what happens when you stop budgeting and start automating. Start with one automation this week, just one. Your savings, your Roth, whatever. Make your money invisible, then live your life. All right, watch this next. It's the one that shows you exactly how to automate your paycheck in 10 minutes. Comment yes if you're setting this up this week. Share this with the girls. And that's how we close the wealth gap. Get rich and stay ungovernable. All right, see you next Sunday, friends. Bye.